Hello, Digidestins. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you my 15th place deck profile. We could have been 5th place, but I lost to True Champ Steven at the end of all this, so I'm not upset about that. I wasn't prepared for what he was playing. So again, if you guys want to watch the video, the full tournament is up on my channel as well. You can watch the first half into the second. I probably made misplays. You can pretty much bash me the 9 yards, but definitely watch the whole event. It was 8 rounds, really long 8 rounds, but I still had fun regardless of situation. I lost to True Champ, and I lost to another person called Zero Kun on his Twitch. Well, Joshua Paratella, who was another YouTuber that, well, probably streamer as well. I lost to him, but again, we played 2 Rookie Rush decks. We played against 3 red decks? 3 red decks. No. 2 red decks, 2 blue decks, 1 yellow deck, and 1 black deck. 2, 2, 2, boop. Yep. So that was our major fights. Were very random, were the black and the yellow. Yellow threw me off guard. I knew what I was going into black against. That's why I made the call of adding a certain card up just to take care of black for its issues. So without further ado, let's dive into the deck profile and I'll explain why I added certain cards and what I might be taking out for future meta calls until set 2.0 comes out. So let's dive right in. So guys, first off, we played a grand total of 4 Terraforce. The reason why we play 4 of it is because it is the best removal card of the game. Just instantly bleeps something out, does not matter. So again, we play a grand total of 4. Next, I play 2 Tai Kamiyas. I can't tell you how much it was needed to play this card. I mean, some people just say toss it to the side for the red decks, but to be honest with you, you don't really want to do that. So we keep it at 2 because of the fact is that's what we want. So next we play 4 Biomon because Biomon is a cheap cost evolution just to superior ride into it. Well, to evolve into rookies and stuff like that, or even just cheap costs to rookie rush our opponent. Next, we have Agumons, because it gives 1,000 for its inheritive. Next, we do have Guillemon, which is another Agumon in its retrospect, but I might be switching this out for the other Agumon that gives, if it has a Greymon in its name, the promo Agumon. So he might be taken out for that Agumon just to accommodate for my Wargreymon plays to make it more beneficial. Next, we play Mondramon at a 4 because Mondramon is still good because, again, cheap evolution, because we need to see our combo pieces go off. We need to Digivolve cheap and get there fast. So sometimes just flooding the board and keeping our opponent's resources low is just very important. Next, we had Cordramon. So Cordramon was basically very useful because it is, again, blocker and the only red blocker, and you definitely need 4 of it. Next, we played 4 Dark Tyrannomons because Dark Tyrannomon is there for cheap evolution cost, and that's about it. Next, if you are playing any kind of deck that revolves around red, Greymon from the trial deck with the security check is just way too good not to pass off because red just benefits from hitting our opponent hard and fast. Next, we play 4 Groundramon because Groundramon is a cheap 2 cost and the only 2 costs we really have at the moment. And to be honest with you, I might be taking him out down to 1 and taking out the 1 Metal Greymon for putting in the 10k vanilla 3 drop because, again, I don't mind the cheap evolution, but I need the 10k to stick or be a target for my opponent to want to take out. fast because the 10k is sometimes just enough to keep them at bay, and they're really going to struggle. Another meta pick I made was Wargreymon to 3 because I had a feeling I was going to come across a black deck, and I feel sometimes just 2 of these is not enough to stop a black deck. So to be honest with you, I will be keeping this at 3 for now until we get to a point where I don't have to worry about blockers, and that's not until 1.5 drops. So we're definitely going to keep this in here at 3 for right now. It was a right call because the black matchup, just astonishing. You just want to river stomp them. Next, here's another meta call I made. Because of the fact is, I know Rookie Rush is the cheapest deck to build at the moment, and you don't have much other options to run into rookies. So again, Volcandramon at 3. Most people were expecting 2 board wipes, but when I dropped this one 3rd time to clear my opponent's board for a Rookie Rush, they really didn't have much say in the matter, because they're like, oh, well, that was my 3rd board wipe. GG, good game. Most people did not want to see 3 of those, so again, I play it at 3. Next, I play 2 of the Phoenixmons because Phoenixmon is a 10k cheap cost. So again, we take advantage of those because cheap costs are just amazing. And then here is my Wargreymon I played because the Wargreymon, in my opinion, was get 3 security in, maybe 4 or 5, depends on how many Tai Kamiyas I had on the field or anything like that. So I would just punch ahead, and being able to shut off a flower cannon, to shut off a hammer spark, shut off everything that would threaten me, was the main reason why I play him. I don't mind having him have a vanilla security check if after I evolve into him, because as long as I have like a Greymon in it, it's still 2 security. That's still taking out a lot of what I need to be taken out. So again, that was the call there. Then I play 3 Omnimons because Omnimon is still Omnimon. You just Transcendent Sword their butts. You pretty much blow their stuff up, and it's not even funny just how bad it can be when you just Omnimon board wipe 2 of their strong Digimon in blue or anything like that. So again, board control is just very important. Next, I am starting to rethink Yokomon's existence. Sadly, I do play it at 4 and 1 Koromon, but I'm thinking of just doing this right now and swapping Koromon, because at this point in the game, I'd rather have Koromon if I'm going to have the evolution lines get there, because Yokomon is really nice when you try to swing into an Omnimon or a blocker or something like that, or a rested unit that you want to get off the board. But outside of that, it's vanilla. You're just drawing off of it. 1 card draw. It's not like the blue cards. It's not a Digimon that is instantly boosting yourself. This literally is a vanilla on security checks. So again, I feel like bumping up Koromon in my future list. So definitely going to add Koromon to 3 to test. I'm going to add 2 metal Tyrannomons in to see what that can do, and then I'm going to add Agumons in. Yes, I know my lineup won't be beneficial on the long run for the promo Agumons, but the fact of the matter is, just taking these out and putting out a 10k body sometimes will just help in that yellow matchup that I wasn't prepared for. And I'm going to promise you, the second time I get my swing at yellow, we ain't losing it. So again, guys, hopefully you like this, and let me start explaining what I faced. So round 1 was a Rookie Rush deck. I played 3 rounds of that, and won game 1, lost game 2, won game 1. Volcandramon board wiping just 3. He wasn't prepared for it. It just ruined his day. Next, we faced black. So my meta call was right for our good friend Wargreymon. It was very important for that. And next we faced Archangel Pablo. So Pablo played a red deck. So again, this was a mirror match, but I just saw everything I needed more than he did, and we were just going off. I security checked the Terra Force. I had the better options than he did, and that's what happened. And then next was Zero Kun, which is another streamer. He played very interestingly. He played a Greymon red list, where it was more focused on the Greymon lines and everything like that. It was a very interesting way of going about it, but again, he took the win there. He definitely won that fair and square. No questions asked. Next, we had Pirate King, Matthew Green, aka another streamer that we faced. He played a mono blue good stuff list. So it was very interesting to see mono blue good stuff, which I mean by mono blue turbo Omnimon. Again, we just outpaced him. That was a best of 3 as well. 1 win, 1 loss, one win. Very useful to know that. Then we faced Nara Ninja, Joro Narujo Ninja. He played blue as well. He played it very interestingly. A lot of our plays, we lost game 2, won game 1 and 3. It wasn't bad. It was just a lot of blue Omnimon turbos. So again, I lost to it once since playing this game, and I've learned that matchup enough after one game to know what I have to do to win it. So again, it wasn't like I was falling behind. I knew what to take out, how to proceed, how to constantly keep my opponent on edge, especially since neither one of them actually played a mat. So I kept their resource starving them, but my Taikamias were on the board every single time, and it just stopped them from doing their normal, oh, you're not allowed to do stuff. Then we faced another Rookie Rush deck on our table, 7th round. So Rookie Rush, the problem of that, I beat him 2-0. I felt bad because first game was his first security check on his first swing turn was a Taikamiya on me. So I flipped Taikamiya on the board. Taikamiya was live. He couldn't resource starve me at all. And then when I went into game 2, I literally slammed down Taikamiya turn 2. So I wasn't starved anymore, and they can't have me stay resource valued, and Volcandramon still takes out for wins. Next, we faced against True Champ Steven, piloting a yellow deck in this format. You know, I've been saying hypefully, we need to face Steven. We need to take him on. Let's take him down. But he lost earlier in round 2 against a particular deck, but it was fun to actually have a conversation with him edgewise and get to know more of his thought processes on his yellow deck. Because again, even I didn't think yellow was good enough, but seeing what he did, and after 8 rounds, I'm going to say this right now, I did misplay hardcore in my 8th round. You'll see it. Making proper moves and then swinging in properly was just what cost me. Majorly, I could have probably done a 2 evolve into Phoenixmon after moving up my Groundramon, then got an Omnimon to stick on board and just keep at him the whole time. That would have been probably what would have been best, and he wouldn't have had much options to stop us. But that was the problem, was I didn't think that far in advance. So again, that became a major issue on my aspect because I was exhausted. 8 rounds is long for me. But again, it was a fun tournament. If we beat Steven, we would have took 5th place. Since we didn't beat Steven, we took 15th. So it was good until we faced Steven. We were climbing back up after our loss, and we were having a comeback of the century. I don't know if maybe once we get another tournament in, hopefully I get another shot at Steven. I would love to play Steven again. He's a great content creator, great everything. But again, I think I have a better shot at it next time, because now I know what I have to do to prevent him from doing his shenanigans with yellow, but I want to see what else he's going to pilot. Because again, the only other deck I don't fully know yet, and that is fully knowledgeful in, is purple. So guys, let's do a small recap. So with that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video and you stuck around this long. I know it wasn't crazy informational, but hopefully you guys kind of get where I'm coming from with my deck. Again, I know the ratios are kind of weird, and maybe the changes I am going to implement might actually better this deck and make it more fluid. Hopefully I can make red one of the best versions of my red it can be, because I want that. I don't want copy and paste everybody else's list. I want my list to stay my list. So guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Follow the magical social medias that are rolling above you if you want to get more content with me. If you ever want deck doctoring, hey, I'm always here to help out and hopefully steer you in the right way. Sometimes just copy and paste decks don't always work for everybody, and I hope to make it so that everybody gets a shot at what they want to do. So guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe on this video. Really much appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.